Yo. Damn, Mike. Is that a back on? Yeah, that's back on. We got it. We got the sound back, guys. Wicked, wicked. Let's go. All right, the markets have been really choppy. There's been some uncertainty in the markets. That's because the quarterly earning reports are being done, and they were supposed to be getting done on mid-April. So yeah, the quarterly earning reports are being done, so that's why the markets have been really choppy, because there's uncertainty in the markets, and traders like us are just getting chopped around left, right, center. So if you guys have been losing trades and losing badly the past week, or even if you caught some good trades but that were just lucky, that's just down to the market conditions, because it's really choppy. Unless you've caught like a nice entry to the upside and just held it. I know a few people that have done that. I tried to do that and I got chopped. I got chopped because I took the trade out too early, and then I tried to re-enter again, and then the market went against me before it continued to the upside. So yeah, now we're just waiting. I'm just waiting patiently for a setup. I'm not gonna force it. Let me check if the mic's still working, because the mic dropped off a few times today. Yeah, the mic's on. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. All right, let's go. So there's literally no trade for us right now. Let me get the 30-minute chart up and see what's going on. All right, so I'm not sure if we're bearish or bullish. I'm not sure what the market's giving us right now. If you look over onto the 30-minute time frame, you can see on the Asian session, I have it marked out in blue. That's the Asian session. If you want to use that indicator that shows you your sessions, it's just called trading sessions. Trading sessions. Oh yeah, I forgot. On TikTok, I have to show you guys on the right hand side of the screen. But yeah, so this in blue is a 30-minute time frame, and that's the Asian session. As you can see, we had a retracement and then a push back up. I really don't know if the markets are going to continue pushing at this rate, because the past few days the markets have just been pumping up And that's due to uncertainty in the markets. Let's see if we can find anything. See if I can search for anything. We need to check the news events as well to see what news events are coming up today. 1 second. When are Q1? Actually, Q1's done. Should be. I'm sure it's Q2. When are the quarterly reports? As the markets are so choppy. Let's have a look. Let's see what AI is telling us. Because we can't see a trade yet anyway. The first quarter Q1 2006 earnings is officially underway with majority influx of reports scheduled from mid-April through to mid-May. So it's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be choppy for a while or if the markets are gonna I don't even know what to say. If they're going to like calm down and find so the reports, quarterly earnings, that's what's keeping the markets choppy because there's uncertainty in the markets. And when there's uncertainty in the markets, price usually shoots up too quick or dumps too fast. So it's got nothing to do with Donald Trump's tweets. They may have 1 or 2 tweets here and there, but the market conditions right now is not got nothing to do with Donald Trump's tweets. That's just to do with the market conditions due to quarterly reports and quarterly earnings. If I wasn't messing around with the mic, I would have took this. Possibly, if I would have took this. Make it a darker blue. Yeah, I would have took this entry here because right now I'm in intraday trailing drawdown, so I need to catch a nice trade. So this would have just done me nicely. Let's have a look. If we were for buys, we bring that all the way down. About 230. If I put this around about 25. Yeah, that would have been nice for me. Nice quick scalp. That would have been like a scalp because it wouldn't have lasted long. A couple of minutes that trade would have been, and I would have taken out $625. If I put on more size, obviously we would have taken more, but that would have been just good for us right now. $750 would have been perfect, but due to the mic not working and me pissing around with the mic, we missed a short scalp. But I don't know if I should be day trading and just holding trades, because yesterday the markets were so choppy. London session was ridiculously choppy. New York session, you could have caught a nice trade. Hello, Sudha. What are you doing? Are you watching the live? So guys, because you can only see a small amount of my screen on TikTok, I think you should go over to YouTube. Nas 100 in a staggered 12-day bullish trend. Trust me, it's been very choppy. Good. You should be watching, Sudha. Maybe you should go over to YouTube and subscribe so you can see my whole screen as well, so you know exactly what I'm doing. But Chebe, yep, that's right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what you're saying. You're saying it's been a 12-day bullish trend, yeah? Let's have a look. So we're on the 30-minute time frame. Let's go over to the daily. And let's have a look. 1. So that's today's candle. It's bullish. So let's not count that one. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. J-Bay, you are right. I think you should give me lots of likes for that. Let's go back to the 30-minute time frame. And you can see the markets are still pumping up, but that's due to uncertainty. We don't know what's going on in the markets. I tried to catch a trade yesterday and I got chopped up. And we don't want to do that today. So we want to try and see if we can find something good. Possibly this was an entry here, but it's not a clear entry for me. So if you don't find a good entry, just make sure you're sitting on your hands. That's what I've had to learn to do. Just sit on my hands and not take a trade. Lemon water, hot lemon water, just too good in the mornings. So who we got on today at the London session? Who's trading today? Anyone trading Nasdaq with me, or anyone on Forex? Anyone trading Forex pairs? Oh wow, we've hit 100 likes already. So we're going for 200. Wicked. We've missed a trade this morning already. That's annoying. One second. Sorry guys, I had to tell my wife to stop watching me on live because I was getting an echo. Yeah, that's a lot better. The echo's gone now. Okay, so don't know if we should take an entry. Should we take a quick entry and just see what happens? All right, let's go. Let's have a look. Oh, don't tell me we're gonna miss it. We're not in a good price range at the moment. Not too bad. Not too bad. If we continued pumping, that'd be wicked. I'm not sure if the markets are going to continue pumping from here, because we've had 1, 2, 3. So this area here, you'd probably see it better if you're on YouTube, but this area here has been a resistance area, so price has been dropping. Oh look, it's done it again. So if I just shorten the screen, you can see price has tested this area many times and then just dropped. So possibly wait till that area has probably been broken before you can take an entry. I'm gonna go back and tell my wife she can go on, and let me see if that echo comes back again. Okay, so you reckon the markets are going to start dumping today? We need some sort of balancing back out again. So what we've got here, we've got resistance. That's why I never took an entry for a buy. This area here has been tested many times before the price is just like shot back down. So we did have a test of this area here, and price went down and broke structure to the downside, changed character, but then it pushed back up again, and now price is pushing back down from that same area. So we don't know, is it just going to go down, collect some liquidity and keep pushing up and it breaks this resistance area, or are we going to continue down today and we're going to be bearish? I don't know. So I never really get married to my bias. I can easily change my bias. So if I feel like London session is bullish, but then midday it starts to push down, I can change my bias easily. That's not an issue for me. But we are dumping from this area here at the moment. But let's see if it's only just a retracement, or you're going to be pushing down. It's trades like this where you think, oh damn, I missed it, I should have entered. But if it's not your setup, then you probably wouldn't enter it anyway. So you shouldn't be too worried about missing a trade if it's not part of your game plan. Wow, look at that. Thank you, Sudar, for so many likes. 308 likes. Let's see if you can keep doing it till you get 1,000. All right, so we did have a little push up from here, from this fair value gap. Is price going to come back into this area and push back up again, or is it going to disrespect that fair value gap? To be fair, wow, to be fair, on the 5 minute, that fair value gap's been mitigated and it's been respected. So let's have a look if it's doing the same thing. It can go into this fair value gap and continue pushing down. So because the market's still quite choppy at the moment, I wouldn't take a trade. I'd probably sit out. So you have to just wait till you get the perfect setup before you can enter. Okay, let's see. So we've had a push up, it's hit the resistance area and it's come back down. This is the reason I don't trade support and resistance, because support and resistance is not so profitable for me, because I tend to get stopped out when it breaks out of the support and resistance area. So yeah, I just don't trade support and resistance. Okay, so if we went for a sell, possibly here, but I probably wouldn't, because that fair value gap has been respected. It looks like it needs to be broken past, and price is awful in this area. So because I'm on the take profit trader challenges, I can't make more than $750 a day for consistency. So I have to make a small trade. Look, that fair value gap, it keeps getting tested and it looks like it's getting respected, but not quite sure what I'll do. So we are sitting out of this one because it's pretty choppy as well. You can risk it, but is it worth the risk? Or can we wait for a better trade? I think we can wait for a better trade. Wow, 1,500 likes. So who's trading the Nasdaq today, guys? Or what instrument are you trading? What pairs are you guys trading? If not Nasdaq, because stocks and futures markets have been very choppy. Should we have a look at the gold to see how the gold's moving? Let's have a look. Gold is not moving so crazy, but I wouldn't take an entry on gold because I need to analyze the market completely, how it's been moving. Overall, it is bullish overnight, and now London session is just chopping around. So price possibly, you can possibly get a push up from this area here, possibly. Because I've not analyzed it, I don't feel I should take the trade. Let's have a look what it looks like. Look, I hope it don't work out to what I'm saying, because then I'm gonna feel like I missed out of a trade, and then I'm gonna want to force a trade. Okay, let's have a look. It can reverse from around here as well, but overall it looks like it can push up from this area. That possibly was a retracement. Let's have a look. It's not moving very fast, is it? Well, I was looking around here. Oh wow, that's price is pretty decent in this area. I could have done a good scalp, a quick one. Let's have a look. It keeps on pushing. Wow, gold is good. Gold is good for price right now. Roughly, you need less contract size. So you can even say you could put that over onto 10 micros, which is 1 mini. Yeah, you can. It's a good price, gold is. I wouldn't mind trading gold right now, but let's come back and have a look at gold shortly. Let's see what it's doing. Told you it can possibly reverse from this area here. Is it chopping? Is it just going to retest this fair value gap and continue pushing up? Let's have a look. We'll come back to gold shortly. Right now, let's go back to MNQ. Okay, so that's been totally disrespected. But we can possibly see a bearish run if price keeps moving like this. Okay. Yeah, that one I wouldn't mind like that, and then go to the downside like this. That I wouldn't mind. Let's have a look on the 5 minute over on this. See, we are in a support and resistance area. No, I don't like to trade support and resistance. Let me just close a gap for you TikTok guys. See, from around here, then again you could have said it was from there, but then it broke out, swept liquidity, and that's where you thought it'd continue pushing up, but it's not. So it's around here is where there's support, around this area here. But yeah, let's have a look what price is doing and see if we can catch an entry today. We got 4 guys watching. The 4 that are watching, are you trading right now? Any of you guys trading? Wow, we've got over 3,000 likes and it keeps going. Someone's finger must be hurting. Wow. Okay, so on the 5 minute, we've had 3. Yeah. Well, if this candle closes bearish, we've had 3 bearish candles. Breaking structure, hopefully. Oh, no. Reacting from here. If it breaks this here, to be fair, change character there. Let's have a look. Let's see if that was below 50%. Because right now we're on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, so that has changed character. Depth. So we need to see a retracement into a nice area before we can take an entry. So let's have a look if that's matching up. But out there, I don't like that. Okay, so if we have a reversal into this area here, you can possibly catch an entry. But the 5 minute candle needs to close bearish. So if I just show you on this, there you go. Look at that. 3 strong 5 minute candles. 1, 2, 3. If that's closing around about here, we want to look for an entry about here. Yeah, that would be good for me. I'd like that. I'd like that. But we need a nice retracement to enter. No. This 5 minute candle needs to close good. If it closes around about here, then nah. Or if it's just coming into this area just to push back up, that'll be annoying as well. So let's have a look what's going on. So on the 5 minute, yeah, on the 5 minute, it can be just a retracement, then a push back to the upside, and hopefully breaking these highs here. Okay. See, right now, it's all about risk management. It's all about how are you going to be risking and how much are you going to be risking, because you don't want a full port, you don't want to oversize, you don't want to use too much leverage. And then blow your accounts. So the best thing to do is just sit on your hands and wait for a perfect setup. And right now, that's not a perfect setup. See, look, on the 5 minute, you can see it's just wicked back into this area here. But we still got 1 minute for the 5 minute candle to close. Well, 40 seconds. So after these 40 seconds, depending on how this candle is closing, because it can in the last 10 seconds, it can just massively just push down as well. Can't trust the markets right now. Horrible price action. I hate it. The past few days have been disgusting. Right, let's have a look how this candle closes. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meh. Not the best. Right, back onto the 1 minute chart. Yeah, I can't see nothing. Nothing for an entry right now. Not on the 1 minute, not on the 2 minute, not on the 5 minute. On the 30 minutes, this is a retracement. Let's have a look into the 50-minute. No, 50-minute into 50%. Just tap the 50%. So this is actually a retracement on the 30-minute time frame. It's in the 30-minute time frame. Fair value gap is where we're looking for the 1-minute entry, 2-minute, depending on what kind of change of character we're looking at, or market structure shift and a point of entry. Yeah, so past couple of days it's just been really trading, sitting on your hands. Not really been taking big entries. So right now we need one. So I don't think. If price still comes into this area, this price range, price can still go down. But guys, I've not showed you the news events this morning, so let's take a quick look. The economy, I use fxstreet.com. Many others use Forex Factory and the rest of them, but FX Street works good for me, so I just stick to that. There you go. What's happening today? No red folder news events. So if you're on prop firms, you're good to go, guys. Just watch out for these orange folders, because there may be some volatility increasing around these areas, but there's no red folder news event, so you're just good to trade today. You won't be stopped out by your prop firms, or your accounts won't be blown. Wow, I did tell you that, didn't I? Look, there might be some sort of rejection from this area here, and it's actually come because on the 5-minute is slightly tapping into a fair value gap to push to the downside. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. I could have taken a couple of entries today already, but they're not part of my game plan, so I didn't take the entry. But I am dropping some source if any other guys would like to be taking trades. So if you want any discounts on any prop firms or anything, if you just go over to my YouTube channel, you can see the full screen that I'm trading on, so you can see exactly what I'm looking at. And also if you go into the description or even into the TikTok bio, if you just click on the link, you get discounts for, I think it's Alpha Futures and Funding Pips. Alpha Futures if you want to be trading futures prop firms, and if you want to be trading futures instruments such as Nasdaq and gold, S&P 500. Maybe in this choppy environment, I should be just taking the trades that I'm saying, because that would have hit my TP for today. So it's more like scalping rather than anything. It's closer to scalping rather than day trading. But yeah, this I got bang on the money, so this would have been a trade that I would have took. But because it's not part of my game plan, but sometimes the way the market conditions are, you need to change and trade. You need to adapt to the market conditions, and this is where I should have taken the entry, knowing the market conditions have been quite bad lately. But it's all right, another trade will come. Wow, I was 100% bang on the money down here. It looks like we may be dumping. If we can get a break, so if you go on the 30-minute, let me just show you. If you go on the 30-minute, we get a break around here, then we can start looking for shorts, like shorts all day. But then we don't know what New York session is going to do. Or is it going to just sweep the Asian session lows and then continue back up to the upside. We don't know, but that's what I'm saying, guys. Don't always just get married to your bias and say, okay, today looks, a daily candle looks bearish, I'm going to only be trading bearish. You don't actually know what's going on within that daily candle. There's a lot of ups and downs, and the market can reverse at any time. So just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on market structure. Just read the market, know which way the market's actually going before you take trades, and just trade towards your bias. So when someone says, what's your bias? I always say I'm neutral. I don't actually know if I'm going to be going one way, because I actually follow the trend. So I'll wait for a trend to start, and then, like they say, the trend is your friend. So I follow the market structure and trend. Market structure is king, guys. If you know how to read market structure, you'll be pretty safe in the markets. Let's see if... Funniest thing is, when I take my entry, I'll get stopped out. Or the market starts moving slow for some reason when it comes to my entries. So I'd possibly take one down here, roughly around this area. It's more like a scalp. I'm a day trader, but the way the market conditions have been going, and I'm on consistency on take profit trader, I'd rather just scalp and take quick trades rather than wait all day. Look, when I think about taking some sort of trades, the market starts slowing down. La 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 la. That was perfect around here. Oh guys, I should just be taking my trade. But the only problem is, if I take the trade here now, halfway through this candle, to just say it went roughly about here, that's another trade. So I've missed 3 trades already, guys. That's why you got to know how to take your shot. It's all about repetition, guys. Repetition, repetition, repetition. You got to treat this like sports. You got to treat it like football. It's like you only get certain chance to take the shot, an A+ setup, and they don't come all day long. So you have, when the trade comes into when the price comes into the right area, you got to know to take your shot. You got to make sure your stop loss is okay, so that you're not scared once the price comes close to your stop, and you just let the price run. So it's all about repetition, guys. Wait till the price to come round about here, and probably go for a sell. I'm risking quite high as well. Price don't look like it's going to come back up here. What the hell am I doing? Alright, let's have a look. Would that be risky? What? Come on. See, this is what happens. The longer you're at the chart, the more you miss your trades, the more you start trying to force an entry. That's why they say you got to know when to walk away. And has my mic dropped off? Nah, it's okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Wow. So this area here is point of interest where price can start pushing back up. Wow. Okay, just need to keep an eye on it. Let's have a look on the 15-minute. See, look, this fair value gap being respected right now. Break past it and close below it, and we can start looking for sells. Wow, time goes quick. London session is already 10 past 9. Who's trading Nasdaq right now, guys? Or is it everyone's lazy in trading? Whoever lives in the UK, they just want to wake up late and then get on the charts when it's New York session. Have a look at the 10 minutes. Okay, so this fair value gap on the 10 minute has been respected. This is moving strange. But let's go to the 5 minutes. You got this fair value gap here. 5 minute, also on the 2 minute as well. Let's have a look. 3 minute. On the 3 minute, it looks like if price came back into this area, we'd see some sort of rejection. The thing is, if this fair value gap on Asian session wasn't too close and didn't look so much like a retracement, I would have been looking to sell big time. But London session is showing bearish, so maybe we should think about selling and not worry too much about that candle on the Asian session. Maybe. Let's have a look. We can find an entry. I'd probably need a deeper retracement if I'm going to be looking to sell. If I'm looking to sell, I think price just doesn't be ridiculous. I would like to retrace into this area here. But because price is so choppy, we don't actually know what he's doing. Could be loading up down here to push back up, we don't know. Could be balancing price back out. No, he's looking to break past it. So when are the quarterly earnings? Because is quarterly earnings, let's see. Okay. Yes, quarterly earnings significantly affect stock prices on the Nasdaq, often driving extreme short-term volatility rather than reflecting long-term value. Earnings season introduces high risk where companies see sharp price swings. Yes, we have been for the past couple of days, often 5% or more. Yep, within hours of an announcement. Not really had many announcements, regardless of the overall market trend. Yeah, we were bullish, but we had some massive shifts in market. Stock prices react more to how earnings compare to analyst expectations than to actual financial results. A company can beat earnings expectations but still see its stock price fall if investors expected a larger beat or a better future guidance. Yeah, so I'd put the choppy markets down to the quarterly earnings. So what days are they released? It just says reported in April to May. So yeah, it says mid-April. This is where price gets choppy, and that's exactly what's been happening. So okay, from swing high, low we never retraced. We got a retracement that we wanted, and then price goes back on this area here. We can put to short, but price is not even coming into the area where we can short, which is ridiculous. That was the trade for me. Whether or not it was choppy, I should have adapted to the market conditions. Then if you were so scared to take the trade, maybe put the risk a bit down so you're not risking too much. So when the price starts going against you, you don't close it out too early or close it whilst you're in a loss and just wait for the trade to play out. Let's have a look. I was looking at this area. That would have been... that stop loss is still tight, so maybe if I put it onto there, just risked about 285, I still would have, yeah, I still would have been hitting my target. Oh well, this is the hardest thing about trading live, because you're trading live, you're watching everything around you, you're on the mic, you're making sure the sound is all good, but then you're not focusing all your attention on the markets. But we'll continue doing it because I don't mind doing it for a quick hour every morning, giving out some free source, guys. So if you want to trade with me live every day, 8:30 a.m, make sure you join me. London session GMT, 8:30 a.m GMT. We've got about 10 minutes left on this live. And then I'm going to be sitting and waiting for a sniper entry, because that's like 3 days in a row we've not taken a trade on live. But if I do catch one later on, I'll record it and upload it on the shorts like I have been doing. Come on, let's have a look. So we've not had a good retracement. There's not been any points of interest. I don't like the way price started moving here, because you wanted a clear retracement, push down, retracement, push down. This is not even a retracement, just moving sideways, push down, moved sideways, push down, and moving sideways again. So I'm not quite sure what price is actually doing. Ooh. We got any Nasdaq traders live today? All right, so price is pushing up. Hopefully we can get into an area of interest. That was roughly around about here. That's where I would like to look for a sell, but it's not actually retracing to a premium price. It's retracing from low prices. We want to retrace to a premium price and then take our entry. Remember guys, premium prices at the top, discounted prices are always at the bottom. So when you're taking a buy, you want to look at the discount price at the bottom. So buy in at a discount price. When you're looking for a sell, you want to sell from a premium price. So always remember that guys, discount and premium. You don't want to take an entry. You don't want to take a buy in a premium area because you're too close. You're too close to the top. You have to wait for price to retrace back down to its discounted area and then you can take your entry. And I can't find anything right now. Price is moving like shit. We hate it. Okay, can we see anything on the 2 minute? 5 minutes pushed up a little bit. 2 minutes pushed up a little bit. Maybe even if you come into this area, that's still not a good area for us to take an entry. The thing is, you want to be involved. You want to be involved in the markets. You want to see your trade running up and down. But if it's not a point of interest and it's not part of your game plan, you shouldn't be even taking a trade. You'd rather sit on your hands and save your money for a trade you can take the next day. Price comes into this area, I might take a risky trade. One trade for the day only. And then if this one's a loss, then I won't. Then I'll sit out. Price is not moving good at all. 923. Got about 7 minutes for this live. Really, it's not part of my game plan, but I'm just trying to see what the market's doing. Quick look. Oh mate, it didn't even reach my area. It didn't even give me a chance. Like, come on. Why are you candles moving so shit? Thing is, this is not a higher high. Sorry, a higher low. Because it needs to be retraced more than 50%. Sorry, higher high. That's what it was. Because this would have been a higher high. That would have been the higher low. And then you would have got... So what's it doing now? Didn't even give me a chance. Sorry, this would have been a high. That would have been lower low. That would have been a lower high. That would have been a lower low. That would have been a lower high. But I would like the lower high to be retraced to about here. The lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. That's what I would have wanted. But price is not retracing to a premium area at the moment. So maybe if price don't go anywhere near my areas, I'm just gonna have to sit out again today, because we're not forcing trades, guys. We don't force trades. We don't force trades. We try not to force trades. It's so hard to sit out. It's just messy. Markets are choppy. It's too much uncertainty. They're just messy. I may come back in the New York session, not bother. Let's have a look what news events we've got today. Wow. So we've got core harmonized index of consumer prices. Initial jobless claims at 130. That will move the markets. Not a red folder, but it still will move the markets a bit. Manufacturing survey, you got speech. Nothing major. Nothing major. Okay, so if price comes into this area again, I might look to sell one more time. So I'm just trying to adapt to the market conditions and see where I can get an entry. You won't always get the perfect setup. You won't always get a lower low, a lower high that retraces into a premium area. So you always have to look at different time frames to see if you can find a setup. But yeah, price moved horrible. If price comes back into this area here, there is a possible chance. Price came into this area here. There's a possible chance of another push to the downside. But we've only got 2 minutes left of this live. And market's moving like shit. So yeah, guys. Tomorrow we'll talk about sessions. Asian session, London session, New York session. How you should trade the session. Should you just choose a window in that session and just trade that window and then leave the charts? Should you sit on the charts for a longer period of time? Should you shit on the charts? Should you sit on the charts for a longer period of time? Or does that mess with your psychology? Because I'm sure some people out there are experts. They can sit on the charts all day long and not take an entry unless they see the perfect A+ setup. So it all depends. And the way social media has portrayed trading, they've made it all about, oh yeah, it's your psychology and that's it. But then how can it be just about your psychology if you ain't got your strategy right? So if you ain't got a good strategy, obviously you're going to be shitting your pants when you enter a trade, because you need to be confident in your strategy. If you're confident in your strategy, that should make your psychology a lot better. That should make you not want to fear of missing out, forcing a trade, revenge trading, creating an entry that's not even there. So yeah guys, 9:30, we've done 1 hour of live trading. We've missed a trade which we should have caught. We got to adapt to the market conditions, but it was not a game, it wasn't my game plan. It wasn't an A+ setup for me, so that's why I sat out. I will still be on the charts looking for a setup for the rest of today if I can catch one. If I catch one, I'll record it and upload it. If not, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and we'll trade again live tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. GMT London session. Peace out guys.